Hello friends, welcome to my channel Game of Trades. So today is 7th of November and I will be giving my view on Nifty 50. So firstly the disclaimer. So whatever information you are viewing through this YouTube channel is entirely for educational purpose and any trade that you take based on the suggestions made here is entirely your profit as well as its outcome, that is profit or loss, and I can't be held legally responsible for it. So Nifty, what a day today. A big red candle, especially when you are on the long side. So I will analyze this and tell you what this means and what we have to do for coming days. So Nifty, if I see this daily chart, and if you remember, I have these lines drawn from my earlier analysis, and I have still those lines on. And yesterday in my Nifty video, I told that possibly Nifty will retest this gap. In fact, it did not retest it; it penetrated that, and it filled the gap. So I was speculating. I could yesterday find that it might test the gap, but then it actually went inside the gap and filled it. So how I did that was, you can find that in my yesterday's videos as well. So but then this line, if you see this trend line, this was acting as a resistance here, and that was one of the reason why I told that we may see Nifty fall. So when we started our day, it was with gap up. So there was a nice gap up here, and then from that point of time it continued its down move. So I was expecting yesterday itself that Nifty can go down, but then this actually went down much ahead, and now let's see that what does it mean. So RSI is now at 60. Now I have to watch for at least 2 days that what Nifty is doing. Currently this red candle does not mean that we have to start sorting, and this is what we normally do. We see a long red candle and we get panic, and then we started, and then finally when we get into the short side of the market, it starts to go up. So let's not go in the panic mode. Let's first see what it is doing for at least tomorrow and day after tomorrow before we take any further trade. So currently whatever positions I had in Nifty, I'm holding it, and I will see that whether this is a sign of, because if I just see this red candle, this is not a sign of weakness, this is normal correction. And however this looks long and all, you may interpret it differently, but then a red candle was expected as per the resistance I showed in the this trend line. But then uh, if this appears too big for a red candle, so you can exit a position as per your capacity. I am currently holding my longs, and I will wait for a few more days before I exit them. So today is 7th of November. We still have a lot of trading days to go. Probably this big red candle might slow down our target for monthly Nifty. So I was expecting we will go 11,000 plus. So might it be happen that it may be delayed to December, but then currently still just be mindful of the fact that we are in a bull market. Things will happen. A red candle will happen. This is inadvertent in a situation like this when we are going up. Wherever if you see, let me go back, and so see here, red candle, there was series of red candle, then there was a big red candle, but this does not mean that we have entered a uh, shorting phase. This does not mean that we are in reverse. So this tested the gap, but That's what I'm saying, that we have penetrated the gap. We have not penetrated, we have actually filled the gap. So I will just show you in a moment. And now what is important is to look here that the momentum continues if it goes below 60 and takes support, or if it takes support at 60. So there are few things that I need to be watchful in coming days. Let's go to the hourly chart. So in the hourly chart, if you see, just see this cross here, that let me draw a horizontal line for you so that you can see it. Yeah. So if you see this horizontal line, it simply touched it, it simply filled the gap, and after that it made a bullish salami. But then we have to see what happens tomorrow. So because still there is some downside left. Um, if you see, if you see at least this is where, so if it comes down on the hourly chart and touches this 10,320, and this was last high also. Let me go to the daily chart so that I can show you clearly. Now I will remove this line. Okay, now if you see here, after it broke this, it came down, it broke it up, so there was a breakout, and then it finally came and touched the level at which it broke out. So a retesting is normal, a retesting is okay, there is no panic mode here. So if you start your short position, if you start to get short here, then you know that you will lose. So just not do anything as of now. If you currently I am holding my position, you can do as per your capacity. If you think that you are in a big loss, then you can exit. There is no point in going the hope mode also, that market will turn from here. If you are in a big loss, if you think that things are not going according to you, then you should exit for sure, and then you can always re-enter. So if you see here, this was a retest label, and possibly if it breaks this line, so again this line is 10,320. So 10,320 is now a very critical line, and if it breaks that, then it is going to come down to 10,250, so around 100 points down. So this is something, if this happens, then the loss will increase a lot, but then this will act as an ultimate support, and that's what I need to be watchful in the coming days. And this is where it can come down and take support at 40. So there is still a few days to go before I change my view, but currently it looks okay. This was a correction. It has eaten some profits, some profit which was showing in my positions, but then fine. What is worrying to me is this OI interest in Nifty. So here there is a continuous addition on the call side. On 10,500 there is a maximum writing is happening. This is the maximum writing. This is the where maximum writing has happened, and this is where the additions has happened. And on the put side, people are just flying away. So if this fleeing goes on, then that shows weakness. So this is where I need to check for few days, that this is just the retailers are fleeing away, or are the big guys also fleeing. So this is an important piece of data that I need to be watchful of, as well as if 320 is broken, and Then we have a support at 250, 10,250. So this is something we need to be watchful in coming days, and then only we can say that something is wrong with Nifty. But as of now, things are okay. And if I draw Fibonacci level, so I will just move it aside, and then I will draw Fibonacci retracement. So since this is overlapping, so I will move it. Okay, so by Fibonacci retracement also, if you see here, the 61% comes at 250, 60 around, and currently it is Nifty is taking support on daily at 38% retracement. So hopefully it does not go till 61%. Maybe 50% should be fine, but let's see what Nifty does tomorrow, and then I will keep you updated on this in my later analysis video. So if you have any queries, you can ask in the comment section, and if you want to join my WhatsApp group, you can ping me on the number provided in the description. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.